Expressions are the kind of forgotten art of portraiture. They're the forgotten craft. And for the longest time, people have painted really strange looking expressions on their characters. And because everybody's doing it, it's the new norm. So having an expression in a cartoony rendition, semi-realistic face, having a realistic expression feels weird to the viewer. They have to have a cartoony version of that expression, which in my opinion is like, we're devolving. We need to evolve. We need to bring in more realistic expressions. And guess who's doing that better than us? AI. I'm not saying AI art is awesome. All I'm saying is AI art is programmed a certain way, and we forget to program ourselves like that as well. So when we look at faces like these, they look good, they look nice, but they can be pushed a little bit further. The expression is very pretty. It's very gentle. It's very nice to look at. But what the problem is here is that it's kind of symmetrical, boring, kind of predictable, kind of doesn't really have much behind it. It really could use a little bit more of a push. So what I'm going to do is just jump into Liquify. And Liquify is a really great way to explore expression, damage-free. So let's do it. So the first thing I'm going to do is talk about how this smile, it is affecting the eyes, but it could be going a little bit further. And when we smile, our mouth gets closer to our nose because it's being lifted up by the cheeks. And then the cheeks are pushing the eyes up. So right after this Liquify, I'm actually going to exit the Liquify so I can make sure the pupils and the iris aren't completely deformed or distorted. Let's take a look. Before, after. Before, after. Just a little bit of muscle work. Do you see how much more believable the smile is? So I'm just lowering my brush size and just slowly dropping my values as I build that cheek size. Do you see that? It just gave us like this nice little bump in the cheeks. So there's the beard shadow, which is the essential core shadow beneath all things. Okay. A lot of you, I don't know where this trend comes from, but a lot of you skip the whites in the eyes. I'm not saying go full white. You're not supposed to go full white, but you are supposed to, and you are supposed to have some pink in there. But you guys use so much that it really makes it feel bloodshot or creepy or scary looking, which combined with the uncanny inaction of the portrait before, it just really takes away from the jovial personality we're seeing in this character. So I'm just gonna squint her eyes a little bit more. Next thing I'm gonna do is just try to fix what's happening in the hair. So I've covered hair before. It's just a matter of breaking up some of these brush strokes here. So I'm not changing the canvas on purpose, just so you guys can see the before and after a little bit more clearly. And I'm just doing some last minute smudges and dodge tool just for the hair. And this really needs to be carried up. So just gonna color correct that real quick. And then because she's wearing jewelry, I'm just gonna add a little bit of glimmer to the jewelry. Okay, so before, after. So we have the before, basically the eyes weren't moving at all. The head was head on, it was straight. The hair felt like pieces of felt, you know, pieces of fabric, all of that. And of course there was just the general, the uncanniness of having things completely flat up until we get to the mouth. I could even hide the mouth into the nose and we wouldn't know we're looking at a character that's smiling. But if I did that in the after, we do know the character is smiling without the mouth. Do you guys see what I'm saying? When I hide the mouth in the after, we didn't even need the mouth to know we were looking at a smiling face. But if I hide the mouth in the before, we actually aren't quite sure if she does have a still mouth or a mouth that's moving, if she's angry or sad. So it's uncanny when you borrow a full expression from one end of the spectrum, and from the other end of the spectrum, nothing is moving and still and stoic. And then you just put those together. There's no transition in between the two, so it becomes very uncanny. So you can do like all this that I did to match what you were doing with the mouth. Basically, the reason why I took it this far into a smile is because the mouth was directing me to do that. The mouth was so happy, and she was like, "Hi, oh my God, I haven't seen you in so long." So that's it, really. I hope you guys got a little bit of a tip for your portraits. Maybe you can take your portraits to the next level with this, just so your characters feel more believable. I'm going to go ahead and add an Istebrak touch to everything, which is just whitening the background and adding just a touch of bloom with a soft brush, just to complete the look of her being like this dreamy celebrity girl. There's knowing and being aware of what the uncanny valley is as a concept. And then there's just your form studies, knowing how to add a shadow, when to add a shadow, what the illusion of texture really means. Those things, if you get good at all of them, all your work is going to get good as well. So those are the things that I'm covering constantly in my channel. Thank you guys for watching today. I really appreciate those who come out to the live streams. It means the world. Please go to istebrak.com and click on the subreddit icon right here to submit art for critique. If you go here, you will be able to access the community challenge. Right now, it's an ancient weapon design challenge. Please read it. It's my own personal writing, and the winners get a copy of Portrait Studio, my masterclass, brushes, a portfolio review with me. Sit down with me and I talk about basically what is up with your portfolio, how to improve it, how to push it further, and building a curriculum for you. All of that for free for the winner. All you got to do is draw this character. You just have to read it, have fun with it. I cannot wait to see what you guys create. And the first, the Tuesday of next month, September, will be the due date. During that last week, I will be submitting Sketchtember. So we do this every year, I hope. We did it last year, we're going to do it this year, but every year I host a harvest themed event of some kind. Either it's another challenge with rewards or it's like a sketch challenge on the Discord. But if you want to join the Discord as well to join the sketch challenges, which is where I host them, click on the community tab right here and join the official Discord server. And if you learned something today, all I ask is just $1 support. That's it. Just $1, $12 a year. You get the whole critique from today. You get that 2-hour critique I did the day before, and the one before that. You get the full ones at the end of every month. And things are just pretty much edited and shortened just for YouTube's sake, just so that my channel isn't suffering. And my views haven't really gone back up as much as I'd hoped after doing all the changes that I've been doing, but here's hoping in the future maybe things will brighten up for me a little bit. And that's it. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next week, Tuesday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Bye.